Welcome everyone back to the UK Journeyman Save. In today's episode we have our last two games of the Northern Ireland Football League Championship. Is that what it is? It's not that, is it? I remember reading this. I remember seeing what it is. It's the Player Fit Championship. But what's the NI? Must be Northern Irish Football League. I can't remember. I'm sure I looked it up and then I've forgotten it again. But we've got our last two games of the regular season before the season split. And as you can see, since the last time you left us, we've gone on a very nice run. We progressed in the Cup. We did get knocked out by Port Stewart, who are actually a third tier side. They are second in their league, but they're actually in maybe the final of the Cup. They're in the semi-finals of the Cup, which is mad. So we got knocked out by a third tier side, but they're actually quite good, so I don't feel too bad about that. It was an extra time as well. But as you can see in the league, very much just consistently winning games. Lots of goals scored, obviously not in the last game, but overall, we've been scoring plenty. And we have made a pretty big signing. So last time you were with us was 6th of Jan. As you can see, a little bit of time has passed. And we have got a new boy in the squad, Christopher Clark. How we've pulled this off, I don't know. He was available. We were able to get him for £140 a week on a deal till the end of next season. So how we were able to get this lad, I don't know. Obviously, if you're familiar with the English game, you'll know who he is. He's cooking at Carlisle at the minute. But Peterborough. He was recently at Peterborough. Then he actually did go to the Premiership where he did pretty well. And for some reason, they just didn't renew his contract. He was out of contract. He's joined us. And as you can see, he's been unbelievable. 2 goals and 4 assists within 5 games. He's far too good for this division. He's a 4.5 star current ability player, leading Premiership player. And he's in the second tier with us. So absolutely, we need to be getting promoted. But and it looks like that is going to be the case. We are 4 points clear at the top of the league with a huge goal difference as well. And we've only lost 3 games all season. If Institute weren't just so good at not losing games as well. I mean, we've drawn probably too many, but they've drawn loads. They just don't concede goals really. We score a lot of goals. We are the top scorers in the league. Won our last 5 games. So we should be good. We've got our last 2 games of the season, Anna United and Dollingstown. And then the league will split in half. And then we'll have our remaining 5 games, I believe it'll only be. So we'll see kind of where we are, where the lay of the land is. League so it's 5 games after the league split. So we'll see where the lay of the land is after these 2 games. But for the first game, this is the side we're going with. We've got Abbottson in goal, back 4 of McHarry, Gregory, Brannigan and O'Kane, Gorman and Carlin in midfield. Have you met Carlin? I'm sure you've met Carlin. 13 games, you must have met Carlin. It's been a little while since I've done an episode, as you know. So, yeah, I can't remember if you've met Carlin, but I'm pretty sure you have. Chapman on the right, Con Clark on the left, McDade and Andy Jones up top. The reason why is the right back not starting? I think he was injured or he was away, but he's back. So let's get him back in the side. Anything else we need to do? No. Yeah, so Brown in the back. My mistake. I forgot to switch that before the episode. But yeah, very much our regular side. And like I say, if we can increase the gap going into this last 5 games, it really not takes the pressure off, but it gives us even more of a chance of winning the league. Obviously, winning the league is the only natural way to get promoted. Natural, what am I talking about? It's the only automatic way to get promoted. If you do finish second, there is a playoff with a team that's second bottom of the Premiership, so the league above. So you would have to win a playoff game. I don't know whether it's 1 game or 2. I imagine it's a 2-legged thing. But I feel like that's the worst we're going to finish is second. So we're going to still be within a chance of promotion. And it would be, if we can pull it off, it would be our first promotion of the series. Obviously, we never got promoted at Brickfield. We tried and tried for 3 seasons, and I think we were making progress, but with the way the club was off the field, it was just never going to happen. And this is obviously our first season here at LIMAVADY, and things have gone pretty well. We've obviously got a tactic that seems to be working for us finally. We've got a side. I mean, we're signing some players that I just didn't think we'd be signing players of this caliber. I mean, Chapman, Con Clark, even like being able to bring in someone like a Jones. If we were at Brickfield, we'd never be able to do that because we can't offer proper contracts, so they're just not interested in going to a non-contract. But because we can offer part-time wages, we do have a little bit more of a pull, and thankfully we've been able to pick up some brilliant players, but we haven't really got into this game, and Abbottson does really well there. It's a very, very close effort. How he's actually kept it out, I don't know. He's another one that's just brilliant. But we've not been able to secure Chapman down to anything longer than this season. So he's probably the only one really of the key players that we'd want for next season who we haven't got down. Obviously, we'll go back in for him, try and tie him down for longer. But at the minute, it is just basically everyone in this side is tied down till next season now. I think the only one who's not is O'Kane because he's on a big wage. He's actually our highest earner, and he's probably not that good. I mean, he does get a lot of assists, but he's the kind of player where once you make that step up, I just don't think he'd be as good. So at the minute, he's the only one I think out of this entire lineup who's out of contract. I think Gorman's retiring as well, actually. So that would be 2 positions, and McDade is actually also retiring. So 3 positions. I've lied. So there's 3 players leaving, and obviously Chapman as well would make it 4. But I'm hoping, fingers crossed, once we get closer to the end of the season, we can get him tied down to a new deal, at least till the end of next season. And honestly, I don't think we'll have a huge change. I think obviously we've done so well this season, and I think it'll. Cat's gone crazy next to me. It's just spinning like a hedgehog, like Sonic the Hedgehog, just going in a little ball. I think really it'll just be if we can bring a better player in, then yeah, sure, they'll get in the team. But it's not going to be. Is this a red card? For what? Oh, what is this? He's just got a red card for nothing. Like nothing seemed to happen, and he's got a red card. Well, McCarry's going to have to come on. I guess we'll just take the striker off. And we'll just go with 1 striker, I guess. But this is certainly not a good start to the episode. Still 0-0 in the game, but we're down to 10 men with a lopsided striker. Can I move him across now? Because it wasn't letting me move him across. I hate this stupid game that you can't just... There we go. It's so stupid that yeah. Whatever. I actually really like the game. I know that that's probably an unpopular opinion at the minute, but I'm actually enjoying it. I do think they are slowly but surely improving it. But yeah, to me, it's not that bad. I mean, the UI is different, and it's definitely not as good. But that's because I've been playing the game since 2010, 2011, something like that. That's 15 years of a very similar interface. It's always going to be a bit weird, but. I'm kind of got used to it now, to be honest. I don't mind it. It is a little bit more simplified, but they've gotten rid of a lot of the dross that was just clogging up the game that no one used. So there is good sides to it. Oh, Con Clark! I thought he was going to get us a goal. I mean, we really could do with it because we are down to 10 men, and I really can't see us keeping a clean sheet with the way things are. We're really not going to be able to press too much with only 1 striker, so we are pretty much relying on the back line to do the business for us, and the goalkeeper probably. But that would have been brilliant if Con Clark could have scored there. That would have made all the difference. And we are probably a little bit, yeah, the options are slightly more limited with how many we've got up front now. And that's a great ball forward. The defender's not dealt with it at all. And now Anna can get themselves forward. And it is, yeah, they're just looking like there's too much space. Too many options, and this is why I really wanted the goal. And now we've got a double up on the wing, and her carries just let him go. It's swung in, and oh my god, we've got away with one there. I thought we'd absolutely just messed it up there with an own goal, but no, thankfully we've managed to escape. And I thought Con Clark was going to go do something special, but not been the great. I bigged him up before the game. He's really let me down. He's not really done much this game at all, to be honest with you. One player I'm not saying I'm disappointed with, but I was expecting a bit more, was Brannigan. He never really gets really good ratings, and he looks like, I thought he was like the best player at the club when we joined. But yeah, and I know he's still young, and he's got all this potential, but I mean, at this level of football, how high is that potential even going to go? So I do worry about him a little bit. He is a concern to me of will he make the step up, because when the club were obviously... Oh my god, it's offside, thank God. When the club got promoted last season, obviously they were, when they were in the top division last season, they came straight back down. Or they got relegated and they finished really well bottom, and he was obviously part of that side. So it does worry me, how big is the step up between the second and first tier? Because if he's good enough to start for a league winning side, but also bad enough to get absolutely pumped week in, week out, is there a big gap? Maybe I should be signing more players. But that's a disappointing result. In the end, I'll take it because we went down to 10 men, which was obviously daft. Brown's only just come back as well. Institute must have... Oh, Institute lost. bigging them up saying they never lose games. They actually lost. That actually creates a points gap. Oh, that would have been huge. That would have been a 7-point gap. My maths. I think that would have been a 7-point gap because it's a 5-point gap. Yeah, so it would have been a 7-point gap. But it's a 5-point gap. It's still more than it was before the game. So not the end of the world. Let's go play the second game. So for the second and last game of the episode, we are playing Darlingstown in the last game of the regular season before the split. And this is the team we're going with. It's the exact same team that played the first game, except obviously McHarry comes in for the suspended Brown, who's going to miss one game. Yeah, he's going to miss the one game for the red card. You never know, he might get more. But only other news, we have finally agreed a deal with Chapman, so he should be signed on till next season. He hasn't necessarily signed it yet, but we've offered it. It's been accepted, so it's only a matter of time. One other thing, we did get our youth intake. Nothing really too interesting. A couple of 1.5 star current ability players with potential to be 3 or 4 stars. So just nothing really crazy. No one really standing out. But yeah, just a draw in the first game. Hopefully we can improve on that and get a win today. And obviously with Institute dropping points, it does allow us to have a little bit of a bigger gap. 5 points going into the last game of the regular season. Like I say, then there'll just be 5 more games. Where and when we come back for next episode, I guess we'll kind of just play it by ear. Essentially, it'll probably be a 2, maybe even a 3 episode bumper special for hopefully getting promoted. Obviously, winning the league would be automatic promotion. And hopefully we can do that. Oh, it's a great ball from O'Kane and Robbie McDade with potentially one of his last goals for the club. I don't know why he's retiring. I'd have honestly kept him for next season just to sit on the bench at least, just as an experienced pro who's got a goal in him still. I mean, he's still scored plenty of goals this year, and he's not necessarily been in the side every week. He has sort of lost his place, during periods of bad form, but once I've actually just kind of stuck with him, he's very much one of the more consistent people, so he really probably shouldn't have dropped his place. But sometimes shiny young players just look good. That is a brilliant ball, and what a finish that is by Andy Jones. I mean, that's an unbelievable pass, and that's the speed of Jones. That's why we wanted him. And it's why we paired him with someone like McDade, who's a little bit slower, a bit more technical, a bit of a better player with the ball at his feet. But Jones is just quicker, so he can just break the lines, get him behind. And I mean, when you've got players like Chapman who can play a ball like that, it's unbelievable. 2-0 to LIMAVADY. This is going much better than the first game. No daft sending-offs as well. And we should be looking pretty good. Institute are winning in their game, so I guess it would be a 5-point gap, which means at the very least, if we were to win all of our games, well, actually, if we won 4 out of 5 of our games, we would definitely be getting promoted. So there is good news there. I'm sure there'll be so many permutations of what will and could happen, but we'll have to just kind of play it by ear. We'll probably come back for maybe the second game of the split, and maybe do 2, 3, and 4 games, 2, 3, and 4, probably something like that, because that'll probably pretty much be able to confirm whether we're going up or not. If it doesn't, and bad things happen, and we start to drop points, then I guess we'll do all 4 of the last 5 games. But we'll definitely play the first one off camera because we can't wrap anything up there. So at least come back for the second game, because I don't think we could wrap things up there, but at least I think we could technically wrap things up by the third game if they were to lose both games and we won. There's too many maths to go on. We'll take it a game at a time, but I'll definitely play the first game off camera. Unless it's against Institute, then maybe I won't, but I probably won't know who we're playing until I click continue a bit. So you'll have to just be patient and wait. There has been a couple days gap between episodes, so do apologise for that, but yeah, just very busy with real life, and unfortunately I don't do this for a living. This is just a side hobby, a side hustle as it's been called. So I can there will be periods of time where there might be a day or two or a couple of days, maybe even more, sometimes maybe even a week or something. Clark 3-0. That was very much like a goal bridge moment. But yeah, there might be periods of time where there's little gaps in episodes, so I can only apologise for that. But yeah, life just gets in the way of me playing Football Manager. It's a real pain. But yeah, it's more actually just finding the time to sit down and do the episodes more than it is playing Football Manager. I can squeeze a game in here and there throughout the day, but even on a busy day, I can come on at 10 o'clock and get a couple of games in. But just the energy to try and do episodes at that time. I mean, it is that time now actually, so appreciate the effort that's going in. That's all I'm saying, boys. And girls, if there's any. I don't think there will be. But, there's probably at least one. So, shout out. But, yeah, I guess if there's gaps, it's to be expected. So don't get too concerned. I've not fell off the face of the earth. I shall be back with more episodes. And hopefully I can, build up a little bit of a backlog now the full game's out, so we can keep the episode upload cycle more consistent. Chapman makes it 4, and this is exactly what I was expecting. And honestly, now is a good time to bring some of these players off and just make sure we don't get any injuries. So let's bring O'Kane off. Let's bring Kearlin off. Smith can come on as well. Bit of a forgotten man now, Brendan Smith, now since Con Clark's come in. We'll bring Lynch on as well for McDade. And we'll leave it there for the last sub just in case we need it. But yeah, a bit of a forgotten man now, Brendan Smith. I mean, he is out of contract, I think, at Boston at the end of the season. Whether we get him or not, I mean, is he good enough to sit on the bench? Maybe. So we might look into it. We may go in for him. But I think he's coming off a fairly decent wage. Oh, what's happened there? I mean, that's just blind luck. He's had a shot from a mile out. Abberton, for some reason, tried to palm it. And also, I feel like the centre-backs probably should have done better there. They just kind of give up and let him just go for it. Oh, well, it's a lost cause. Let him just have it. 4-1, though. Hopefully not the start of a tremendous comeback after I've made all these subs. But yeah, I just think, I don't know if he's really good enough. I mean, he has been good this season, so maybe. I mean, we'll see. I guess we'll wait till he's out of contract first before we offer anything. I might. You know what? I might go in for him just because I like him as well. He was at Brickfield. He's a consistent boy. We know each other. We obviously get on. We've worked at 2 clubs. It's like Jorginho and Sarri back when they used to just play and manage for the same club. That's a brilliant finish from Lynch. Tell you what, we are cooking this. We needed this change. We absolutely needed to go for 2 up top. And I tell you what, playing on attacking, it's ideal, especially at this level. I don't know whether this would work in the Premier League or even the Premiership. We will find out next season, provided we do get promoted, which is not a guarantee. But the way things are going, it's looking pretty good. But obviously, when the split happens, we'll be playing good teams week in, week out. There will be no poor teams. 6-1. We do get games like this, but then we also, I don't think that the tactic's not broken because we're not winning every game 6-0. Because other games, like I say, we drew 0-0, and then we have like the 1-0 win that's really tight, and then there is draws and losses in there. So it's definitely, I don't think there is any broken tactics this year in FM. I'm sure they'll be discovered, but as of now, I mean, maybe I'm just not in the loop. I'm not really one to follow like YouTube, like tactics people. I really only just see it if it's on like Lelujo or something finds it. To be honest, I don't actually watch a lot of other FM people, to be honest. The only one I really do watch consistently is Lelujo, and maybe Work the Spaces when he brings out his like yearly series. That's pretty much the only one, the only ones that I watch. I don't really watch anyone else. Not really into rebuilds and things like that. I've tried to do it myself, but it's honestly just not something I enjoy like filming and making, whereas I enjoy doing these because it's basically just what I would normally do anyway, just playing the game and coming up with fun challenges and series, and then just playing the game and then just recording like the important games throughout the season. So it's kind of just what I would do normally, except when it comes to some important games or just games throughout the season, I'll record a few. Like, it's really not that different than me just playing. Like, this is how I would play the game anyway. The only difference is I would probably start with Hartlepool every year just to get a feel for the game. But obviously people aren't going to really want to watch me play with the same team every year. So I kind of just jump in the deep end now, which actually I'm finding more fun because, as you can see with Brickfield, it did take a little while to get going. Obviously, we had a good start, but the second season we had a massive fall off. Well, not a massive fall off, but very rarely do I regress in Football Manager. It's usually progression on progression. So it's good that it's actually a bit harder this year. He says that as he's 6-1 up, but this is obviously a bit of a. I don't know what's happened to these lads. I think this is just a bit of a one-off, but we have won 6-1. That seems to have created a gap. I guess Institute have dropped points again. It wasn't always Institute that was second. I think it was Welders that were very much just behind us, but they've definitely fell off. Institute drew, so we are 7 points clear. Yeah, 7 points clear. I guess, could the first game? No, that would be 10 points with 4 games. It would still be 12 points. So we'll still do the first game. of the 5 remaining after the league split. So it'll probably be us down to Bangor, and then 7th down to 12th. So that makes a lot of sense. So we'll see who we play. Unless it is Institute first, then I guess that would be a 10-point swing with 4 games to go. I guess it still wouldn't be. Let's see if we hit continue whether we get our games. Okay, it's Welders first. That's fine. So we'll play Welders off camera, and then I guess what we'll do is we'll come back for the Anna United game. We're playing them again. Why have we only got 4 games? Is my maths wrong here? 34, 35, 36, 37. We're missing a game here. We are definitely missing a game. What's going on? 38 games. This would only be 37. Is this a glitch? I don't know. Why do I have to confirm a youth player signing? That's odd. I thought they kind of just signed a youth contract. Yeah. I only really signed him because he was San Marino. I don't really know what's happening. Is this a glitch? Has something gone terribly, terribly wrong? Oh, wait. Institutes come in now. Did I just not scroll far enough? That might have been maybe I just counted these 4. Anyway, we'll play Welders off camera. We'll come back for Anna. And potentially... it's a shame Institute's the last one, because that would be good as like the 2nd or 3rd, when we could really like stick it to them and confirm it. But hopefully we win this. We'll come back here. And then potentially 4 games. Potentially only 2. Potentially 3. It's really just whatever it is to confirm promotion or 2nd place. I don't think we'll finish. I don't think we could finish anything lower than second now. So there'll be some form of promotion, whether it's through a playoff potentially or top of the league. The way things are going, I think we'll finish top. But anything can happen now. Obviously, we are playing good teams for the remainder of this, so we'll just see how it goes. But like I say, we'll play the first one off camera. We'll come back for the last 4, and then we'll just play as many as we need to confirm it. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode of the UK Journeyman, and I'll see you all for more very soon.